Don't say standards of care.
Yeah. So
Tell me one.
the standards of care.
That's the standards of care.
Yes,
That's not a journal. That's not a study. That's not an organization. That's not an institution. You're just saying words.
Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, corruption of tyrants, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, there are many, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. Today, what we're getting at is a little congressional hearing, and we'll see Congressman Dan Crenshaw questioning presumably a woman. We actually don't really know the definition of a woman is, therefore, how would we know what a woman is? God help us, we'll find out one day. But what they are debating is the benefit, the actual benefit that comes with giving transgender surgeries to kids. And Meredithe has a little bit of trouble coming up with any studies that actually show these are beneficial for children. One might start to think they're actually not beneficial, but don't think like that, fascist. So this little video comes from a tweet by the Daily Wire. We're going to take a look.
You've said that we've cherry-picked data. How do you mean by how do you mean that?
So it is very unscientific and flawed to pick a single.
Usually things are very unscientific when they don't support the narrative. I don't know if you've seen that correlation, but it's there.
Study or a single statistic and to discuss it in isolation.
Totally agree.
Medical experts are able to talk about all of the evidence as a whole.
Totally agree. So it's good to look at systematic reviews, right? That's the gold standard of evidence when you're trying to understand whether something works or whether it doesn't. So the British Journal of Medicine looked at 61 systematic reviews with the conclusion that, quote, there is great uncertainty about the effects of puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries in young people. Journal of Endocrine Society came up with the same.
Great uncertainty. That certainly doesn't mean beneficial. It means we don't know. But great uncertainty when it comes to permanent changes, let alone knife-induced changes. One could say it's best to assume great uncertainty means unbeneficial. But we don't want to go too far, do we?
Conclusion, even the American Academy of Pediatrics, they all cite the lack of evidence. And so here's the thing. If you're doing a therapy and it's, temporary, whatever, fine, maybe let's try it, let's see if it works. But when you're talking about permanent physiological changes, do you not agree, just from an ethical standpoint, that you might want extremely strong evidence of the benefits? And there is no systematic review
You'd think.
that states that there is strong evidence of benefits.
Sir, are you aware of how the quality evidence grading system works and how it's applied?
Yeah, we read through it. That's why I'm citing these journals. So which journal says something different? We should have that debate. Tell me a journal that has done systematic reviews that cites different evidence, that cites strong evidence for benefits of these therapies.
The standards of care were developed based on extensive...
You're not telling me any journal, you're not telling me any study. Don't say standards of care.
Yeah, so...
Tell me one.
The standards of care.
She did it!
The standards of care. That's not a journal, that's not a study. That's not an organization, that's not an institution. You're just saying words. Name one study. Yeah. I'm out of time. I yield back.
She couldn't do it, could she? She was saying words, as Congressman Crenshaw called out, which, by the way, that's a pattern we're seeing over and over and over again. What is a woman? And we just make up the definition. It's like, well, it's if your internal truth is that you're a woman, then that is exactly what a woman is. But it's like, well, what's the rationalization that got you to that conclusion? So what we're seeing with woke ideologies is people literally just saying words, as he so blatantly called out here. When you're just saying words, you're giving zero rationalization for how you got to those words. And in this case, she's giving zero studies, which, by the way, for sex change surgeries for minors, I'm actually surprised they haven't at least fabricated studies. I mean, the whole thing is so corrupt. Why wouldn't they at least do that to go one layer deeper with the deception? But she could come up with zero studies and zero journals that have shown there are benefits for giving these surgeries to minors. Zero. How corrupt the medical industry is, and now the trans-industrial complex, which has infiltrated the medical industry, with how corrupt it is, It's like, guys, just make up some studies like Pfizer. Hire Pfizer for the day. Have them teach you how to fabricate studies, okay? Then at least you're useful idiots when they're testifying in front of people that are trying to protect children. They'll at least be able to name a study, even if it's a BS phony study. But we got to learn from Pfizer. You got to do this right, guys. There you have it. It would be really hard to believe that people who are pushing an ideology based on lies and deception, is just hard to believe they can't come up with studies that validate how their lies and deception are true. Weird how it works. I'm sure there's plenty of studies coming down the pipeline. If we can get Pfizer on the job, teach these guys how to do it, we're gonna, these are really going to be proven safe and effective surgeries for minors. Just you wait. I hope we get to mandate them. Wouldn't that be good? It would be incredibly aligned with what they've already done. Why not? We're here to serve their agenda, not have the government and policies serve us, the people. Absolutely not. Let's not be crazy. We're here for collectivism, nothing more, okay? Now you fall in line. But with that said, my freedom-loving friend, thank you for taking a look at the latest episode of Idiocracy with me. And before you go, I not only want to thank you for watching this video, but I also want to tell you about one of my absolute favorite biohacks, the Bond Charge Sauna Blanket. If you're not telepathically reading my mind right now, let me just tell you what I'm thinking. I'm the type of person, I like to feel and function my best, which means I like to be fit, be in great shape, little vain, like to look it, but also feel it, which means I'm also always looking to detoxify myself and find ways to reduce stress and promote relaxation. And I never thought there would be one product that helps me accomplish all those things at once. Truth is, I was wrong. The Bond Charge Infrared Sauna Blanket helps me do it. When it comes to improving your body composition, as your heart rate is elevated, you can burn up to 600 calories per session. Then with detoxification, you'll sweat like a champ, which helps flush toxins and heavy metals out of your system. Then one of my favorite benefits of the infrared sauna blanket is reducing stress. The infrared heat helps elevate your heart rate and release endorphins, so you leave this session feeling calm and relaxed. Something I know I need a lot of. And aside from all the health benefits, here's one of my favorite parts of the infrared sauna blanket, how quick and easy it is to use. I've used other sauna systems, but part of the problem with them is they're big, bulky, they take up a ton of space in your house, kind of look like trash, and they're super expensive. Not the infrared sauna blanket. In my opinion, it's the most cost-effective sauna system on the market. And it's compact. You just roll it out, setup is less than a minute, heats up super quick, and then the cleanup is super easy. Roll it back up, put it in a closet, and you're good to go. Bond Charge ships worldwide. They offer easy returns and exchanges, and it comes with a 12-month warranty. If you want to bring the benefits of infrared sauna into your life in the easiest, most cost-effective format I've ever found, then just go to bondcharge.com/JPReacts. And while you're there, be sure to use the discount code JPReacts for 15% off. Happy sweating, my friend.